Welcome to the Peew.
The Peew.
Doodly doo. Pew pew for me, pew pew for you.
And pew pew for Desmond, who's amazing.
Well, he gets more than pew pew. He gets pew 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 pew. Desmond is amazing.
Have you seen Desmond's spread in out.com? It's fabulous.
Everything he does is fabulous. I'm really concerned for him. No, because if you're that fabulous at that young age, the pressure to be even more fabulous, more fabulous.
You're gonna have to top that.
It's gonna be Desmond, top that tomorrow, or we won't talk about you anymore. I mean, that's got to be something very stressful for him, even as a 10-year-old.
Or exciting.
Well, it's exciting and stressful. But for a 10-year-old, that's like it's a lot to handle. That kind of pressure. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, I thought the spread was genius. I love the wigs, the dresses. I kind of like Desmond when he's more like wearing club kid drag than drag. Yeah. Just because I think it's more fun.
It suits his personality too.
Yeah.
Because he came up with his own niche, which is what drag kid.
But here's evidence that Desmond is becoming a mainstream topic all across the country because, in my daytime life, I'm a journalist and I have other social media accounts where, I'm just friends with normal people, because I'm trying to find out what people are talking about. And I've seen memes of people posting pictures of Desmond saying, "This is an outrage. We can't have little kids dressing like this. What's our world coming to?"
Yeah.
So that's how you know that Desmond is becoming a superstar when
people hate him.
When old people are complaining that the world's going to hell.
Hell in a handbasket. Hell in a handbag.
in a very fiercely decorated sequined handbag.
Yeah. Hand beaded
by Desmond.
No,
he's not working on his math.
Yeah. Well, to juggle all that with his school and everything, and he's not shirking his school responsibilities, ladies and gentlemen, if that's what you're afraid of.
Why? Have you seen his report card?
Yes, I have. Not. But his mother says, and I believe her, because she has no reason to lie. She says that he's doing very well. He's getting all A's and B's, and he's an intelligent kid.
Like a lot of people say that he looks like me.
They do. He looks like a young version of you.
Yeah.
In fact, that time that we had him on, was kind of a joke to kind of like replace you.
Well, I actually had joked with Desmond recently that I'm going to start giving him some of my more of my old club outfits.
He still talks about that panda thing.
Yeah, I mean, he looked good in it because I saw the video that he did where he was wearing it, and I told Desmond that I should give him more of my club outfits just to like mess with people's minds about who's Desmond.
Well, he and I have been kind of toying with ideas about how to involve him in the show, and I told her, I said, you talk to so many cool people along your days, maybe pick one of them once a week or once a month or whatever, and do a little interview, and we'll be a correspondent for us.
All right.
He loves that idea.
Well, we'll be back after this break.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Welcome back to the Peew doo doo.
Doo 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 doo.
Doo 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 doo.
So people's tongues are wagging over. Get this, and believe it or not, Ripley's, believe it or not, fired all the club kids that work there. I didn't know club kids work there.
Oh, lots of them.
I don't believe it.
Well, or not. Yeah, they work in like a creative capacity, like building, sets, all the crazy things they have there. And
who worked there?
Well,
we know.
Michael Bianchino.
Okay.
Mint Soldier.
Okay.
Artist.
I know him.
And there's an uproar, a furor on Facebook, suggesting a boycott. Like we needed a boycott
Of Ripley's Believe It or Not.
To Ripley's Believe It or Not.
I think I've only gone there. Actually, I don't think I've ever gone.
I don't think I've ever gone either.
Yeah.
It's the kind of place that I would, I see all the time, and I see the sign, and it looks really cool and everything with the, the big Madame Tussauds. No, that's Madame Tussauds. That's next to it, right?
I've been to Madame Tussauds, but I didn't realize. I didn't even know there was a Ripley's, believe it or not, next to it.
I think it's right next door. But it's got the kind of sensationalistic entrance that makes me want to think about going in. But I never.
Although I do have to admit that I did go to Ripley's, believe it or not, in San Francisco in the 70s when I was, or in the late 60s when I was like 7 or 8 years old.
And when Ripley's, believe it or not, might have been actually interesting.
Yeah. Right. I mean, back then it was interesting.
It's sort of an anachronism, but they're in an uproar, and championing a boycott.
And they're demanding that you not go there.
And you know what?
So if you come to New York, don't go to
Ripley's.
Ripley's.
You don't want to have a company or business that relies on creativity and upset like the cool artists in the city, because it's going to end up trouble for you.
A warning.
Yes. Not like, I'm trying to come up with a segue here. Not like the men with skirts situation. That was a really bad segue.
We were talking about Prada's short skirts for men, or I can't tell if they're shorts or skorts or skirts. I mean, they're either skorts or they're skirts. I think they're skorts.
If they're skorts always to me made it defeated the purpose of making it a skirt. Because I remember when skorts first came, when they were first big, I guess in the mid 80s, and there was a ban in my high school on skirts above the knee for girls, I'm assuming. And there was this girl named Kathy who was like the fashion Play-Doh school, and she wore a mini skirt to school, and lo and behold, it was a skort, so she was allowed to wear it. Now, I guess that's because you can't. Yeah, I guess it's because you can't open it up and see the pussy or whatever.
Right.
But I guess that's ultimately what it's all about. And so,
unless you're a man,
and then it would be a dick. But I mean, what is the purpose of making a skort?
I don't know.
For the conservative,
I guess some men will feel less vulnerable wearing skorts than skirts.
I guess,
like straight guy. Maybe skorts are for straight men.
But they look like, to an untrained eye, from a distance, if you've seen a man walking down the street, you would think it was a skirt. So it doesn't matter if it's a skirt or a skort. Perception is reality, and people are going to think it's a skirt.
Well, sometimes your own perception is more important than other people's perception. So if you feel more comfortable having that extra fabric wrapped around your thighs,
it's a skort.
Right. I'm not gay. It's a skort.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of skorts and shorts,
T-shirt line. I'm not gay. It's a skort.
I've actually been cutting all my shorts like an inch shorter every week, so that by September I'm going to be wearing Daisy Dukes.
It's like the episode of Gilligan's Island where Ginger was Marianne and Marianne was Ginger, and she cut all the dresses. Marianne cut all the dresses. You know what I'm talking about. Got all the dresses, and Ginger walks in and said, "What are you doing to your dress?" Funny.
Yeah, but in my case, there hasn't
Ernie,
been any
I have to tell you,
change.
Ernie likes to pretend that he doesn't know what I'm talking about, because he likes to appeal to the kids, and he likes them to think that he's hip and now and current, and that he doesn't know about Gilligan's Island because it's something that only his grandparents would know about, and like that and everything. But he's actually a big fan of the show, and I know that inside he was secretly laughing at my joke.
I'm laughing now. See you next time.
Bye.